Okay, so what is going on, everyone? My name is LittleMarMan. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to yet another one of my videos. Of course, if it is your first time here, I highly recommend hitting that subscribe button for the best Call of Duty Black Ops 3 content. That's what I'm going for, my friends. I have sort of set up a lot of videos so that when Black Ops 3 does come out, a lot of people will go back to them videos for information and stuff. I've already set them out deliberately for that cause, and of course, I have a lot of theory videos out as well as a top 5 zombie series. So if that sounds like something you would enjoy, of course, before Black Ops 3, for the hype train, and of course throughout its season, I highly recommend once again hitting that subscribe button. And of course, what we are talking about today is once again another video that you guys will probably come back to. So I'm talking about the giant sort of setting of the map. Of course, all the information in this video will be 99% true, because that 1% would be Treyarch about to mind blow us, because they have done it in the past. Like, we thought one thing was totally obvious, this was the end. We thought Origins was the end, what way could they go from here? But of course, Treyarch do have that 1% where they just sort of go against the truth and they sort of mix everything up once again. So that is how it is 99% true. But until Treyarch sort of drop us another bomb, this is sort of what way we predict it is going. So of course, in our giant cutscene, we obviously have Richtofen shooting himself, okay? So our Origins crew have interrupted our original timeline, and sort of from that, you could say it is another alternate timeline, and in some way another alternate dimension, but not too much. Definitely another alternate timeline. So of course, in this timeline, we have two Richtofens, but one, of course, has been shot by the other Richtofen, so we're left with one Richtofen. We have two Nikolais, we have two Dempseys, and we have two Tachios. Of course, Release the Test Subjects is releasing themselves, so basically there will be two of each of our characters. Now, what way they will be included in the giant cutscene, we have to wait and see. Definitely, they could go along the lines of something to do with Call of the Dead, as like our sort of, when we were as the actors, we had our Richtofen, like our Richtofen, Tachio, and of course Nikolai on the other side of the door, and sort of we didn't actually see them, we just heard them. That's the way it definitely could be in the giant, but we will just have to wait and see. But of course, in the timeline, and obviously in this dimension, if you will, we have two of each of our characters. Now, that's not all we have two of. Remember, we have Samantha. Now, of course, the last thing that happened before the giant would have been Origins. Now, in Origins, of course, our character saved Samantha from Agartha, helped her get released, helped her gain ultimate power, of course, by doing the Easter egg, and sort of from there they went straight to the giant. Now, that's what it seems, but of course there is a gap in the middle, which I don't think we will actually see this cutscene or whatever until way further down the line. Probably they could finish up with that maybe. But of course, we have Samantha obviously guiding our crew, and of course she helped them teleport into this new timeline, creating the new timeline, of course, back to the Reese, and renaming it, of course, the Giant, because of its new sort of era. Now, of course, what we assume happened in the middle was Samantha had a bit of a chat with our crew in an alternate dimension, in probably nothingness, in darkness, in complete brightness. If you ever seen sort of a gap in the middle, it's either totally white or totally dark or whatever. She obviously had a conversation, told them what was going on, told them what they had to fix, told them what happens in the future, etc, etc. The world blows up. She wants them to fix it at this point. She just wants to live her life as a little girl, and of course she wants them to fix it. Now, of course, our, like, Nikolai, Tachio, and Dempsey, they were all like at the Reese, but Richtofen was then teleported a few minutes later, and sort of that was all part of the plan that Samantha and like those guys had set out in order to kill the older Richtofen. They did want to kill the older Richtofen deliberately. It was all sort of a setup, a cosplay, an act to actually sort of kill him, to like make him open the door, etc, etc, just to distract him, just so he doesn't do anything stupid either. And of course, we don't know where Samantha went. Obviously, I don't think Samantha would have stayed in darkness, in total brightness. Of course, she does have ultimate power as well, so she can do whatever she wants. She can hop in and out of this timeline as much as she wants, because remember, she has ultimate power. Now, of course, since on this new timeline, she wouldn't have her, like her previous self would have, so of course she does have ultimate power still. Now, a lot of this could go over your heads, but all you need to know really is there is two Samanthas in this. One is, of course, controlling the zombies, and the other is either sort of has merged with that Samantha and is trapped as well, controlling the zombies, like two Samanthas trapped, or one of them is just watching sort of the events unfold and coming in to help our crew whenever they do need it. And that is pretty much it. Now, once again, we just have to mention a sort of summary. Now, one is all my sources are, of course, the Origins Easter egg, the Origins cutscene, the Giant cutscene, and of course the original Derice map. I'm not making any of this up. I'm just putting forward the information that was already given. I haven't like included any leaks or anything. Of course, we have a few leaks to do with sort of the mechanics of the game and stuff like that, and a few story leaks, but I'm not even considering them. I'm just sort of breaking down the information that we already have. So that is pretty much it. And of course, just to summarize, we have two of each of our characters, except for Samantha. Of course, the Origins cutscene puts us off from that theory that there are actually two of Samantha in this sort of universe, in this dimension, on this timeline. But only time will tell, and the Origins cutscene has sort of messed with us, and is continuously messing with us, because of course, is Samantha the same Samantha as the one in this cutscene, or is this Samantha in an alternate universe sort of sorting other things out, or has our two Samanthas of course merged and they're both trapped in the ether, but of course like both fighting for the bodily functions of Samantha's body. It's all sort of a blur, and hopefully Treyarch will clear it up for us in the next coming months, in hopefully the Giant, and if not by the end of Black Ops 3, because there is nothing worse than being left with a question. And speaking of questions, if you have any questions regarding the Call of Duty Zombie storyline, leave them down in the comment section below, because of course I do answer them in sort of my Everything You Need to Know About Zombies series, where we go totally in depth on the zombie storyline. But this is sort of aside from that, and this is sort of a different type of video, and it is not a part of the series. So of course, that is pretty much it from me today. If you do want to see more, of course, subscribe and recommend this video out to your friends and see what they think of it as well, because I want a lot of opinions down in the comment section below. And of course, that is pretty much it. Once again, I hope you all have an amazing day as always, and I will talk to you all later. Once again, peace out. Thanks for watching.